Hello once again, adventurers. I hope everyone had a great season 5 and are enjoying the season 6 content so far. Today, I present my Fire and Ice Demon Hunter build for season 6. If you watch my previous PvP guide, there's quite a bit of overlap, with the main changes being the skills, invocations, and how you set up kills in PvP. Gear overview. I'm still running 6-piece grace with a mix of rubies, topaz, aquamarines, tourmalines, citrines, and sapphires. Just balancing my stats as much as possible. I don't want to be weak or super strong in any particular area, and this greatly increases my survivability. As far as main gear goes, you want to run Scatter Mask for the fear, Plate of Lethal Intent for the knife trap arming time decrease, Decisive Report for the knockback on your multi-shot, Inescapable Raptor for Frost Trap, Flamespite for the multi-shot dot damage, and finally the Hungerer for crossbow shot, piercing, and increased damage. For ancestral property, I'm running the damage dealt and stun for 3 seconds with the following invocations. Your dash skills have a 50% chance to trigger. Which grants a 100% chance when I use Daring Swing to stun enemies. Dealing damage 2.5, dealing damage 2.5, and causing enemy loss control 50%. For your legendary gems, I'm running Bottle Hope for the increased damage and move speed during Vengeance, Chip of Stone Flesh for the increased damage during Lost Control, Blood Soaked Shade for the flat move speed and damage increase, Echoing Shade for the clones, Frozen Heart for the chill effect, and Seeping Bile for its dot damage. This build plays slightly different than Grace with Rain of Vengeance, whereas you're still doing multi-shot, spreading your dots with flamespite and Seeping Bile, but you're really looking for a Grace proc or ancestral proc to happen in order to push in and set up your CC. You can also wait for your teammates' CC and run yours off of them, but it all depends on where the enemy is, how many enemy players are around, where your teammates are, where you are on the field. There's a lot of different things that go into deciding what you should do. But ideally, you just dot, you push in, you trap once, you trap again, you reapply your multi-shot, you trap again, and then you fear them, and then that's when you do all your damage. So it varies depending on what's going on, but use your best judgment when engaging fights. The idea with this build is to chain as many CCs together as possible so the enemy cannot move and cannot attack you. If you don't take damage and they're CC'd the entire time, this will greatly increase your survivability. A general rule of thumb is to always place a knife trap down when you're at 3, when you're on offense or defense, whether pushing an idol in a single lane. It all depends on where you are, but placing a knife trap down is ideal because you can only have 3 up at a time. And let's see this in action by doing some clip reviews. Barbs are normally very tough for demon hunters to kill, so let's break down that fight and see what happened. I open with multi-shot to get my flamespite rolling. I drop a trap and I stand on the edge and attempt to get the barbarian to push me. The barbarian pushes me and gets frozen in my trap, so I begin my CC. I drop another trap. I fear him off the trap into the wall, and he's dead. This next sequence is a great example of how I use my frost traps to assist my team in getting kills. This clip was a great example of how the right invocations can pressure an enemy to not chase you. A lot happened in that clip, so let's rewind it and play it again. I pre-placed a knife trap in hopes that someone walks into it. I multi-shot him into my trap. I get his cheat death here, so I push in so I can CC him off his cheat death. I blind a fear, DPS him, and he's dead. Another demon hunter pushes me, but because I have 2 frost traps already down, they get scared and they actually run away. The demon hunter here makes a huge mistake. He should have saved his multi-shot for after he got my cheat death. Here I pre-swing his spear and he ends up running away. Here this demon hunter misses their fear pretty bad and I get their uncontrollable. A smoke screen as my trap went off, I multi-shot and they're dead. This next sequence shows why you should always place traps as you go. Although I end up dying here, I do manage to land the kill on the necro. That was pretty quick and there was a lot of things that happened there, so let's slow that down and watch it again. Here I notice someone isolated, so I go and pressure them. I immediately notice he already has Shield of Zen rolling, which means he doesn't have it available for this fight. Here I get his uncontrollable, which means he's susceptible to CC. Here he pushes me, which means I can fear him for free. I place a knife trap to CC him off the fear. I get his gladiator cheat death. Place a knife trap to CC him off his cheat death. He's frozen. And he dies. That was pretty fast, so let's slow that down and take a look at it again. I start by placing a knife trap down on the spawn. I multi-shot to keep him in my frost trap. Place another trap down, and he dies before it goes off. I multi-shot to spread my dot damage. I notice the guy spawn in, so I fear him immediately. Here I get a grace proc, and I normally would push in, but there's still 4 people up, and I don't want to die. Let's break that down and see what happened. Here I notice someone chasing me, so I place a trap down to begin my CC. I attempt a multi-shot to keep them in place. They're immune, which means they have no uncontrollable. I fear them. I do DPS. I place a knife trap down to freeze them, and they're dead. I hope you all enjoyed my Fire and Ice build video. As always, if you enjoyed, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And in typical Keys fashion, let's end it with a little montage.